gentlemen, welcome to our presentation of the life of Walter Welker. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, the Seneca Meadows Incorporated, J.D. Chapman Agency, and of course the Bloomfield Rotary Club. Without their generous support, it wouldn't be possible to put on this fine production and also to have a nice contribution for the Alzheimer's Association. The Life of Walter Welker is an original play. Originally came to the stage in 2018 under the direction of Kathy Mader. Kathy, who this production is in part dedicated to. I've known Kathy, or I knew Kathy, for the better part of 20 years. And she had an abiding love for theater. You could find her in the director's chair, you could find her sewing a costume, you could find her collecting props, you could find her doing just about anything because it was a deep love that she had. And I would say to you that the only thing that probably was more, that she loved more, was the kindness and caring that she shared with everybody that she knew. She was deeply loved and is missed. And certainly I miss her as well. Tonight's production will have an intermission. We'll have some fine music during the intermission and also some snacks will be available to you. But before we get started, I do want to just take the opportunity to ask you to go ahead and shut off your cell phones, make sure they're all quiet, and point out the exits at the rear of the auditorium, to your right and to your left. Thank you, welcome, enjoy the show. The Life of Walter Welker.
Good morning.
Good morning? Except that it's 9 p.m. Are you Mr. Welker?
9 p.m.? Well, it is dark outside. Very dark.
Yes, you are right about that.
Did you park your car in my garage?
No, I parked in the driveway.
I've told you many times I want my babysitters to park their cars in my garage.
Babysitters, but this is my first shift.
Ever since my son Alex started hiring you people to come and watch me like a baby, and then he made me give up driving when I was only 85, and the garage is wide open. So if you're gonna be in this house to babysit me, you might as well park in the garage.
I can go move it.
No, just leave it. You've already parked it, leave it there. But next time, park your automobile in the garage and everything will go swimmingly, son.
Got it. So my name is Dominique. So I'm a girl.
Oh, well, my eyesight isn't so good sometimes, but if your letters were bigger on your name tag, I'd be able to read them for myself. I could never understand how you people wear badges that are totally unreadable to the senior population.
There you go.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, there you go.
I'm a little hard of hearing. Could you repeat that?
Oh, your eyesight's not so great either.
What?
Can I sit here at the table with you, Mr. Welker?
Did I ever tell you the story about how I met my wife?
Well, I just met you, so probably
So
not.
probably not. Tell you what, why don't you make me a cup of instant coffee and I'll fill you in, Deirdre. But first, how about if you give me some cake from the kitchen? So, this story was way before your time. I was stationed in Germany in WW2, and there was this German girl who was a nurse at the medical hut. I'd been over to see her a few times, and I could tell she had me in her sights.
Uh-huh.
So, part of my duties were to keep the mess halls filled with food, and one day the shipment didn't come. So, you can't have 200 plus GIs starving. So I went out at night with a truck big enough to hold about 3 days worth of food. Hey, could you give me some instant coffee too?
Yes, on it.
So it was about 4 in the morning and I got the delivery and I headed back to camp and it was cold. It must have gone below freezing and the truck slid, you understand, and it went off the road a little bit and smacked right into a tree.
Wow, were you okay?
I'm still here, aren't I? But I bashed up my arm a little bit, but I got the truck back on the road and got back to camp.
Wow, that must have been scary. Did you say this is how you met your wife?
Yes, her name was Heidi, my sweet angel. So I got back to camp, it was about 4:30 or 5 in the morning, and I needed to have the arm checked out. I thought, I know who can look at my arm. Heidi can look at my arm. Heidi can give me a thorough exam.
Very smart, Mr. Welker. Very smart.
Yep, and the rest is history. We got married 2 years later back here in the States.
Here's your cake.
I didn't ask for cake. Well, no, okay, that's fine.
Oh, were you expecting anyone?
Well, hi.
Hi,
I'm Pete.
I'm Dominique.
Hey, Walt.
Good morning.
I didn't know anyone else was supposed to be working with Mr. Welker tonight.
Aha, 2 babysitters. It's a party. Let's get out some booze.
Wait, you're scheduled to be with Walt tonight?
Tell you what, forget about the instant coffee, get some whiskey from the pantry, and we'll all have a shot.
Now, Walt, you know that your caregivers aren't allowed to drink on the job. Only you are, my friend.
This is my first time here. Let me check the schedule.
You know, this reminds me of my days with the Hasley Corporation. Did I ever tell you about my invention that those guys stole from me?
You know what, Dominique? Why don't you try to give the office a call?
Well, I mean, it's 9:10 p.m. I think they're probably closed.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. I'll call from Walt's phone. They know his number. They know his number very well. I'll call from the other room if that's okay with you, Walt.
Not if it's long distance.
It's not long distance. Hey, Walt, I need to talk to Dominique for a minute. Is that okay?
Suit yourself.
Obviously, there's been some sort of mix-up. In case the office didn't fill you in, Walt has a few short-term memory issues.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
Yeah, he kind of forgets things that he just said 30 seconds ago. Also, he gets angry at the little things. They used to call it senile, but more accurately, it's mild dementia.
Yes, I read about that in his file.
I have to get in touch with the on-call staff. I don't want Walt to hear me talking, so try not to mention him, okay?
Hey, young lady, did you know I used to be an inventor? When I was your age, Oh, is that cake? Did you bring me cake?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. But once an inventor, always an inventor. It was 1951. I was a salesman for a metal company, die-cast toys and whatnot. And one day after work, I was strolling through the park and I saw these kids throwing plates in the air. They were shooting them with their air guns. You know what an air gun is, right?
Sure, I think so.
Kids' guns. Well, they were just shooting the things. I thought it'd be better if you threw the plate in the air without it breaking. Well, I jumped all over that idea, but I was young. I'll tell you the key to success. Come up with an idea that people want and don't underestimate yourself, but only share the idea with people you trust.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, I had it produced, a prototype. Back then, plastic was new, really new. Now it's everywhere. It's even in my slipper.
I see that.
So the first company I showed it to just stared at me until I demonstrated it. Well, they took that idea and flew with it, so to speak. But what they really did was steal it right out from under me.
Really?
You know what I call it? I call it Waltergate.
Waltergate?
Yes, Waltergate. Do you know where my other slipper went to?
You just threw it at me. I'll go get it.
Oh boy. Walt telling you about his frisbee flying disc conspiracy?
Did that really happen?
As far as I can tell, no. But just go with it. Hey Walt, you want some coffee with that cake or maybe some milk?
How about some cognac? Can we have some booze?
Sure. Oh, by the way, nobody answered at the office, so I left a message. Well, I'll try being in about 30 minutes.
Well, I'm in no hurry, but pretty soon I'm gonna go to bed.
Mr. Welker, alcohol with cake? Really?
You know, when you get to be my age, you do pretty much whatever the hell you want.
Not too much, Walt.
What? Why not?
Because your head gets all congested. And your nose, too.
My nose? What about my nose?
It keeps running, and then you can't get to sleep. Getting me pretty busy around here.
And you know what? I didn't even get my prototype back.
Oh. Hello, everybody. It is really starting to rain out there.
Oh, hello.
Good cognac.
I didn't expect to see anyone else here tonight. I'm Emily.
Yes, he's Pete. I'm Pete.
I'm here for Mr. Welker.
What are you guys doing over there? You two lovebirds or something?
Mr. Welker, why are there so many people here?
Damn good question. It appears I have multiple babysitters tonight.
Hi, I'm Dominique. Pete says there was some kind of scheduling mix-up today.
Oh,
You're Emily.
Yes, Emily, that's her name. Best damn babysitter I ever had. What I want to know is, why are there three of you here?
wait. There are three of us to stay with Mr. Welker tonight? And Walter, why are you drinking so late at night?
Drink me? I was just pouring this for my guests.
Some kind of glitch, I guess. I tried calling the office, but no answer. I'll try again in about 30 minutes. Meantime, Walt seems to be enjoying all the company. Yeah. It says here, right here, that I'm supposed to be with Walt from 9 p.m. tonight to 6 a.m. tomorrow.
That binder is a piece of crap.
Let me see this. Dominique, is this your first shift?
Yes.
First shift with any of the agency's clients?
Yes.
I think this explains it.
I always wondered who Emily was. You have great penmanship. I was an English major, you know.
That's great, thanks. Yeah, I think this explains it. See, I usually stay with Walter on these overnights, but a few weeks ago I did ask for the night off, and then last week I said it wasn't going to be a problem after all, and I suppose they forgot to communicate that to Dominique. It doesn't explain why you are here.
Maybe this isn't a good idea. I'll just go.
No, wait, what's your hurry? We're all friends here. Why don't you just wait for the office to call back? Don't worry, you'll get paid. Just don't tell Walt.
Has anyone been in Walter's bedroom? Changed his sheets, washed his pajamas, anything like that?
Well, before we do that, since this mix-up isn't going to get solved anytime soon, why don't we just ask Walt what he wants us to do? After all, he's lived here for what, 29 years, 30 years?
I moved here in 1962.
Oh,
See that light?
crap. Here. Hey, Walt, if the power goes out, we could get pretty hairy around here. Do we have any candles?
Well, if we lose power, we don't have to stay here. We can take Walter to a nearby shelter.
What? Walter is 89 years old. He doesn't want his car to get in and out of a car in the pouring rain.
Well,
If you knew what company protocol was, you would know that serious occurrences call for client evacuation.
Serious occurrences? It would take a lot more than a power outage to constitute a serious occurrence, dear.
Dear, don't dear me. Why don't you just get in your car and drive it on home? Wherever that is. Probably in a van down by the river.
Wow. Crazy talk. And to think I thought I might like her. What do you think, Walt?
Oh, look at that. It appears you've lulled him to sleep.
Found some candles.
Well, thank you, Dominique. It's very helpful. I will go down and check on things in Walter's bedroom. Maybe you and Peter can locate some matches while I do that. Step to it, Peter. And I better not find out he had too much of this. I know what it does to him.
Oh, Mike! The nerve of her! Peter, can you locate some matches? I have been with this agency for over 5 years. Locate some matches. Check the work manual. We have to evacuate Walter. Ha, what am I now, a little candle boy? Ha, that take orders from her? That'll be the day. Hey, I found some. Now that I found some matches, maybe that bossy Emily will be happy. Not that I care.
Sure seems to me like you do.
What?
Care. Seems to me like you care about her. And Mr. Welker. Although, I could be wrong.
wrong? What's wrong? Where's my trench coat?
Calm down, Walt. Your trench coat is in the closet. It's 9:30 at night. It's the middle of September. It's 60 degrees outside. Even if the storm does cause us...
Storm? I didn't know there was a storm.
Calm down. Calm down. It's just a little wind and rain.
Well, then how come you have a candle in your hand?
You see what happens? We have a little bad weather, and you girls go stir everything up. I just came here tonight to have a little quiet evening with Walt. And what do I get?
Maybe you could get me some cake.
You know what, Walt? This is better than cake. I am sure that even the ladies would approve of one of the great late night snacks around.
If that's what I think it is, that is how we did it in WW2.
Drink up, Walt. If we lose power, we won't be able to find anything in the dark.
That's what I like about you, son. You throw caution to the wind.
This is my first shift. I don't think this is such a good...
Don't worry.
Are you sure? You said he wouldn't be able to sleep.
He'll be able to sleep just fine.
But you said... Are you sure?
There's nothing in this bottle to worry about. I keep this bottle special. It's got ginger ale.
Ginger ale?
Ginger ale, yeah. Walt can't tell the difference.
Walter, I found plenty of your Easy Tab adult incontinence products. What the? I was gone for 5 minutes. Is this how you handle all of Walt's problems? He cannot have this.
Now look what you've done. Did I ever tell you about my invention?
Peter, have you heard from the office yet, or are we going to just send Walter to an early grave?
Come in.
Hello. I'm so sorry to be a smothering mother, but I brought you some food. Here you go. Oh, is this a party or what? So many people. Is this him? Is it? Is this the wonderful dear man you are babysitting? Oh, he rotten. And he smells so good, like, oh, it's so familiar. Scotch?
Oh,
Mother, I am not babysitting him.
Well, I certainly hope not. This man is adorable. But why does he smell like scotch?
It just smells that way. In fact, there's a lot of weird smells around here.
you wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Peter?
Oh, would you cut it out? You've been ragging on me since we met.
Okay. Listen, we just need to all take a very deep breath. Come on. Everybody, take a deep breath. There. Doesn't that feel better?
I don't. And now my nose is running.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh. Mamma mia, will you just let this poor man be? I just met him, and I can tell that he's a beautiful man. Look at this hair. It's so thick and lush. Oh, just like Ronald Reagan hair.
Ronald Reagan is dead.
Oh, what does that matter? So, Walter, how old are you?
Well, last time I checked, 68.
Walter, 89.
I said last time I checked.
So, is there a Mrs. Walter?
She's gone now, about 2 or 3 years.
Oh, I am so sorry. She must have been a dear.
She was. My sweet Heidi, my sweet angel. She had such a warm personality. She could light up the room. You remind me of her. Do you guys remember her?
I do. I even remember what you used to call her.
Yes, of course, my little Heppy. She reminded me of Audrey Hepburn.
That is so sweet.
Did I ever tell you that story?
I just met you, so no, I don't think so.
Well, maybe that's best left for another time.
Oh, yes, anyways, I need to be going now. There's a storm out there, and it's not supposed to stop for hours. So, Walter, do you always have 3 people sitting with you?
To be honest, I don't think I ever get this much attention.
Well, you certainly deserve it. I can tell all these people love you so much. Oh, Dominique, mwah, you have a good night. And you need to give Walter some of that food I brought him, okay? Brought you. He's skin and bones. You need to get some meat on him. Manja, manja, manja! I've seen pasta that's fatter than him.
Well, Dominique, you have a very thoughtful mother.
Yeah, she's a little annoying.
Walter, I think it's about time we get you off to bed.
I'm not even tired. I don't need to go to bed. Maybe I could go for a nap.
You just took a nap 10 minutes ago.
Well, then in that case, I definitely don't need to go to bed.
In that case, have some more cognac, Walt.
That cognac isn't very good.
Really?
It tastes funny.
It's the good stuff. I'm pretty sure it's the stuff that your son had delivered here. I can tell by the aromatic smell that this is top shelf stuff.
It tastes lousy to me.
You know, why don't we just throw it away?
Oh, I almost forgot. Alex, he's coming here tomorrow.
Wait, your son?
Yes, he's driving in from, Calcutta.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, he wants to see his dear old wonderful 58-year-old father.
Well, Walter, I'm sure if your son were coming, someone would have let us know.
Well, he is coming. He called me this morning, and he said he was coming. He wanted to throw the Frisbee around with his old man.
Well, that would be very nice, but we didn't hear anything about it.
Is this your handwriting, Mr. Welker?
Let me see that. Alex coming Friday, 11 p.m. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, not Calcutta. See, I did write that.
Well, Walter, you get 24-hour service. Where was your caregiver when your son called?
How the hell do I know? cleaning the shower, playing with their phone thing. Everybody's got to take a leak sooner or later.
Okay. If this is true, then, well, we have a little over an hour? Oh my gosh, Pete, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, we need more cognac.
Oh no, can you be serious? Look at this place. If Walt's only son is coming here, this place is a mess. Dominique, sweetie, this is your first time here. What's your first impression?
It doesn't look that bad.
It's kind of bad.
You have not even seen the study or the guest room. They look more like rooms from a hoarder house.
Hey, what are you saying back there?
Nothing, Walter.
Nah, don't try pulling the shades down over me. I've been around the block a few times, and it sounded like you said whorehouse. And I might need to know a little bit more about that.
I'll get it. Hello? Welker residence. Yes, this is Dominique Ferranti. It's the office. Yes. Well, there are like 4 of us here. Peter, Emily, myself, and Mr. Welker, of course.
If that's one of your hired girls, tell her I'm too cheap.
What? Mr. Welker, no! It's the office! Yes? Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'll tell them. Goodbye.
What'd they say?
Well, I guess we could all stay. Mr. Welker's son called the office yesterday and made a special request. They said that he wanted some extra help here to be here for when he arrives.
I don't need extra help. I'm not paying for all of you.
Well, it's okay. It's all been taken care of.
What?
On the phone, the office said you don't need to worry about the extra
I
costs.
heard you. I'm not that deaf. It just sounds too good to be true, young lady.
Well, Alex must have a truckload of baggage if he wants us all here tonight.
Well, what's weird is that on the phone, they said he just wanted to meet us.
Oh, well, I suppose that explains things.
Well, so you were right about your son coming here, Walt. And, well, gosh darn it, Walt, I guess your memory isn't all that bad after all. So when was the last time that your son came to visit? So, Walt, you want us to clean up around here or something?
You know what, Peter? Hear that rain? Maybe you should check the drainage grates. You know, make sure water isn't backing up, doing damage. Better yet, how about you clear out the gutters? Yeah, this way we know you're making yourself handy.
You can't be serious.
Oh, yes I am.
Okay. If you want me to do these little tasks, you come with me.
Hell no.
That's what I thought.
Is everything okay, Mr. Welker?
Walter, are you in some kind of pain?
It's nothing. You know that old phrase, the best things in life are free? Well, it's true, unless you didn't want those things to be free and somebody steals them right out from underneath you. I've always tried to play by the rules. I served my country, I worked my way through college, I earned a great living, I found a wonderful wife, and I had a great son. I came up with a unique idea. And I know how you guys look at me, like I'm a child.
No way, Walt.
The great things that people do, they just only go so far. I was your age, now I'm not. I've lived through 10 decades of change. I fought in World War II when FDR was president. I helped a company get out of debt. Now I'm just this dinosaur pushing a walker from room to room, and nobody thinks of me as Walter the inventor, Walter the father, Walter the achiever. People think that was somebody else, like I just imagined it all. I'm just that old guy. You know, everybody wants to be your friend when they think they got something to get, something to gain. Then you make a mistake, start to slip and the ship starts to sink, that's when you know who your real friends are, the ones who don't abandon ship. Lose your job, your reputation. Nobody thinks of you as a hero anymore. You can't even get out of bed. Your old friends, they just slip away. The doctor becomes your best friend. And then your wife gets sick.
It's all right, Walter.
Water under the bridge, right? But if my son says he's coming, he's coming. He's been there for me for as long as I can remember. I don't know when I got old. I just woke up one morning and it happened.
Wow. Walt, that's some really heavy stuff.
Well, for light, I wouldn't need you guys.
Funny guy. I get it. The cup is light. You still got it.
Yeah, you're a genius. Now get over here and give me some water.
I'll get it for him.
So, I like free stuff as much as the next guy. But did I ever tell you my Waltergate story? That was one heck of a conspiracy.
You know what, Walt, with the rain coming down this hard, and I'd better go to the cellar and check your sump pump. You drink your water, and I'll make sure that there's no water seeping into the house.
Peter, I'll go with you.
I think
You might need a flashlight.
I think you can help.
We'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Well, yeah, I like those two, but when they're together, not so much. So tell me about yourself. Are you married?
Oh, wow. No. I dated a few guys, but it never really worked out. Anyway, I'm busy with work and school.
What was wrong with them?
Well, nothing was wrong with them. They just stopped texting me.
Sound like a bunch of losers.
Anyway, work, school, busy.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me what you go to school for. Let me guess. Fashion school.
Nope.
Stewardess?
No.
Typewriter school.
Typewriter school. Do they even still have that anymore?
I feel pretty strongly that they do. It doesn't make sense to handwrite things anymore. I read on my newspaper that they're not even teaching kids cursive in school anymore. I still use it. I use it all the time. I suppose they use the hieroglyphics on their phone things.
Smart phones, Mr. Welker, not phone things.
So, how old are you?
I don't see how that's gonna help you guess my college major.
Well, I need to know that in order to guess your major.
I don't think so.
Well, you're here to help me, so help me out and tell me your age, or else.
Or else what?
I'll get real cranky.
I think I've already seen that side of you, Mr. Welker.
Yeah, okay. I'm guessing 33.
Oh, God. Wow, no, you were way off. I guess I do need more sleep.
Well, I used to be good at that sort of thing. I spent a summer at an amusement park guessing people's ages.
Well, not so good at it now.
Yeah, well, I'm older and I don't get out much. Matter of fact, I don't remember the last time I did get out of here. As a matter of fact, I don't remember how to get out of here.
Well, I'll be coming over a lot more soon, so I can break you out of here. I mean, it's still September, it's still warm. We could, go to the park?
That sounds cold. I don't want to go to the park and freeze. I have enough trouble going to the bathroom as it is.
Well, I may not be 33, but I do have my own car and I'm old enough to drive, so...
Oh, wait a minute. I got it. You're going to school to become a female automobile mechanic.
I'm studying communication at Rhode Island College.
I hope you're doing well, because that sounds idiotic.
What? Why?
Well, I live in Massachusetts. Why would anyone go to a different state to go from their university to my house every day? You'll need a new car in a month.
Oh, well, I live in Seekonk too. It's only 15 minutes away.
I don't know if I believe that, but you know, that's something I could check on my atlas. My atlas got stolen, you know. So if you see it, you know, I think it's these glasses. I think these are not my glasses.
Pretty sure they are. I don't think someone else would just leave their glasses around here for you to pick up.
No, because I can't see anything through them. I think they belong to that other guy or the house cleaners.
I doubt it.
What makes you so damn sure?
Well, for one thing, they have your name printed right on them. It says Walter Welker right there on the arm. I can see it from here. You just can't see anything out of them because there's like an inch of dirt on the lenses. Here, let me help you.
No, thank you. I lose more glasses that way.
Well, suit yourself, but you're gonna have to sleep sometime. And when you do, I'm gonna clean them for you when you're sleeping.
I won't let you. I'll hide them.
That's probably what got you into trouble in the first place. I give up. They are dirty, and they are definitely yours.
You know, it's a lousy shame I can't see squat through my own stupid glasses. I won't even be able to see my son when he comes in the door.
Well, it's just like I was saying. But I am not doubting your memory. I'm just saying that you are wrong.
Ha ha ha. Very funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. When I'm trying to be funny, you'll know it.
So what's going on? Is my basement filling up with water?
No, Walter, the basement is just fine.
You know, for two people who just met this evening, you guys are getting along like, well, horribly.
You know what? Maybe you guys can help us out here. Emily here says that Harrison Ford had a big role in a major motion picture before Star Wars. I say, no way. Now, Dominic, this is probably well before your time, but come on, Walt, help me out here.
Frankly, this is an argument I really don't give a damn about.
Walt, I got $10 riding on this. I need to prove her wrong and win.
Is this the kind of thing I could check in my atlas? Because somebody stole my atlas, you know.
Hang on, I can look it up at my phone.
While we still have time to kill, maybe you should get out your wallet. You're about to be $10 lighter when Dominique tells you how wrong you are.
Ugh. Keeps giving me info on other stuff. Oh, wait, here it is. Oh, wait, no. This is Rex Harrison? Does anyone want to know the net worth of George Lucas?
Walt, you want me to get that? I'll just get it. Welcome, residents. Oh, hey! It's Alex. Hey, you want to talk to your dad? He's still awake. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yep, sure. Oh, that's great. All right, I'll be sure and tell him. Okay, we'll see you then. Bye. Hey, Walt, you better comb your hair. When was the last time you took a shower? It doesn't matter. Your son's almost here.
You didn't need to tell me that. I already knew that. Is he here now?
He said about 20 minutes.
Son of a bitch! Oh, I'm sorry, Walter. I'm sorry. Oh, what else did he say? Is he staying here? Has he eaten dinner?
He said he just got off the plane and he's coming over in a rental car.
Oh, boy. That guest room hasn't seen a vacuum in months. Dominique, maybe you can help me straighten up and make it look a little more like something you'd want to live in.
Well, since this is my first time here, maybe you could give me a little tour?
Sure. Peter, you go outside.
Get serious, Emily. I am not cleaning the gutters.
No, but you have to get your car out of the garage because Alex is going to want to park there. Park your car in the street or in the lake. Makes no difference to me.
Wow, she really knows her stuff. She's worked for me for a long time. She's earned it.
Yeah, I know she's worked here longer by, what, maybe a month? I tell you, she is a piece of work.
Well, she's always been a sweet angel to me. She fluffs my pillows, she cooks for me like I'm a king, and she folds my socks and puts them in my dresser drawer, just the way I like them.
Oh, she does that.
Yeah, maybe you could do that too?
I couldn't do that if my life depended on it. What else does Ms. Emily do that I should know about?
I don't know.
Come on, Walt, I need answers here.
I think she tells me stories.
Stories? What kind of stories?
Stories? Stories about what she's done, stories about when she was a kid, everyday stuff. Oh, and she gave me a book.
She gave you a book. I see now. She bribes you.
I think it's more of a loan. Here, I'll show it to you.
Sure, Walt. I can look at the book. I have the time. Moving the car can wait.
It's up on the top, the blue one. See if you can reach it.
I see it. Emily gives you a book and then she puts it on the top shelf where you can't even reach it. I tell you, piece of work.
It's the fat one.
All right. There's 3 other things on top of it. I never really paid much attention to this bookshelf. I probably should have. Hey, Walt, what's in this box?
No, not that. Don't, just the blue book.
I see it. Nitschke poems. Have you ever read this?
Hell no. I've already lived through everything I need to know.
I don't know about that. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. There are no facts, only interpretations. Boy. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. I don't know how this crap ever got published.
I didn't tell you to stand there and read the whole book. I already know all that. Here, take this glass. Somebody left me an empty glass.
Whoa, I tell you stories.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, I tell you stories about my dog and the score of the Patriots game and my dad's hemorrhoids. So you said that Emily tells you stories. Well, I tell you stories too. What's so good about her stories?
Well, she asked for my opinion. You know, she asked for my opinion on her life problems and advice on her boyfriend.
Her what? She has a boyfriend?
Hey, watch it there, Skippy. Sounds like you're having a war with my glassware. But I think he's gone. I mean, I think they are no more. I'm not sure. I don't remember.
How long were they going out? Not that it really matters.
Where did she go?
Oh, she went with Dominique to clean the guest room for Alex, remember?
Oh,
Which reminds me, I better go move my car.
that's right. Check the gutters and the drains while you're out there.
Come on, Walt, listen to that. You hear that? It's practically stopped raining.
I don't hear a damn thing. I could tell you my Waltergate story. I could do that.
Hey, Walt, I gotta level with you. I mean, as much as I like you and all, I gotta wonder, that Waltergate thing, that never really happened, did it?
It sure as hell did. The whole flying disc idea was mine. And those corporate punks. First they told me the idea was stupid, and then a little later I found out they were taking it into production. They said, Walt, you'll get the patent. I didn't. They said, Walt, you'll get 49% of the residual royalties. I didn't. I didn't get credit. They didn't acknowledge my idea. They didn't thank me. They didn't even apologize. I know I can't always remember what I had for breakfast, but I sure as hell remember how the Hasley Corporation gypped me out of the modern day Frisbee. You know those letters I get? I think I still get them. They're checks. You want to know what the final percentage of the final deal was? 4.9%. Oops, that's it. A little slip of the percentage point and old Walt gets the shaft. Get it in writing, that's what I'm telling you. Trust is just a word that can get twisted around. And watch your back, or they'll push the knife in real deep.
Wow. Walt, all these years you got a pretty raw deal. But I gotta think, well, yeah, good things happen to you too.
It doesn't matter now. What time is it?
It's 9:55 p.m.
Hey, those cordless phones are pretty handy, aren't they?
Sure are. This is an iPhone. You want to see it?
No, I don't even want to touch that thing. It's like space aliens from Mars. But it is getting late. Weren't you going outside?
Maybe.
Yes. Check the gutters. Take an umbrella.
All right, Walt. Hey, Walt, sorry about that whole invention thing. But it was really nice talking to you. You know, mano y mano. I just wish there was something I could do for you.
There isn't. Go. Hello? Yes, this is Walter Welker. Wait, Alex is what?
So this girl was putting salt in his coffee instead of sugar the whole time.
Oh, it must have tasted like shit and nasty.
Walter, we heard the phone ring. You got it? Walter? Oh, Walter. Hello, this is Emily. I'm a friend of Walter's. What can I do for you? It's about Alex's. Oh my gosh. And there's been an accident? Oh, wait, stop, please. We need an ambulance. No, we need an ambulance right now.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you, on that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate, that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. light and love songs never out of date, hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate, that no one can deny. It's still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. As time goes by. Next track, please. That's what you are.
Though near or far,
Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me never before has someone been more
unforgettable in every way.
and forevermore. That's how you'll stay.
That's how you'll
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable.
No, never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how we stay.
That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am
I'm glad you appreciate that. I did throw that in at the last minute because I'm like, that's classic.
whole day long. I feel so blue. For the longest time, I forgot to smile. Then I met you. Now that my blue days have passed, now that I found you at last, I'm loving you always, with a love that's true, always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand. Always, always. Days may not be fair. Always. That's when I'll be there. Always. Not just enough. Not just a day. Not just a year. But always. I'm loving you. Always. With a love that's true. Always. When the things you planned need a helping hand, I will understand. Always, always. Days may not be fair. Always. That's when I'll be there. Always. Not just enough. Not just a day. Not just a year.
By the time the war had ended, Nazi soldiers were still, in general, of the belief that the Allied forces were losing ground. Since much of the war was taking place in Italy, word was slow to be communicated. Towns such as Kassel, Darmstadt, and Pforzheim had been bombed relentlessly, and Nazi spies had entered the U.S. through states such as Maine. I don't know, Mr. Welker. I guess you can't hear any of this? The other guy said this was your favorite book? Oh, wow. I guess this could be you when you were younger. Maybe your wife from the 1950s when you were young? I've been up for 24 hours. My stomach feels like crap. I knew I should have eaten that food my mom gave me yesterday. Yesterday? This morning? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Oh my goodness. Dominique, have you been here all night? Oh, honey, the office said they were sending someone to relieve you. Not gonna lie, you don't look so great.
Thanks.
How is he? Has he said anything?
No, some nurses came in earlier to check on him, but he hasn't said a word.
Did they say what they thought might have happened?
I asked, but they wouldn't say. Some doctors came in around 3, had me go out into the hall for about an hour, and then they said I could come back in.
What about Alex? Have you seen him?
I've been here a long time, but I think I might be seeing things, but I don't think Mr. Welker's son has been in here. I mean, they gave me this ID bracelet. Feels like handcuffs. I tried to cut it off earlier, but it's like steel. I've been talking to Mr. Welker and reading to him. And I don't think it's helping at all. Oh. Oh, what did you bring in the bag?
Well, I know you brought a lot of his pictures and his books, but the office called and asked if I could bring a couple more things, so I brought his cake and book about the Hasley Corporation.
You know, when I was reading to him earlier, he didn't say a word.
Well, it's worth a try. I mean, nothing gets Walter's attention like his old company. Do you want some of this cake?
No thanks, that might actually be a bad idea for me right now. I'm gonna go find the cafeteria, maybe get a fruit salad and find out about Mr. Welker's son.
Did I hear you guys talking about me? Oh, hello, Dominique. I'm so sorry I'm so late. I had to go home and let my dog out before I came over. How's he doing?
Well, we still don't even really know what happened.
Hey, Walt. I knew I shouldn't have left you alone. You're probably really mad at me now. I know what you'd say. You'd say, Phil, you did your best. I told you to go clean out the gutters and move your stupid car out of the garage. And when you're done with that, bring me some cake and brandy. And I'd say, well, first off, my name is Peter, not Phil. And you've had enough cake already. I overheard the nurses talking. They think it's a tumor pressed him up against his lung. I knew I should have thrown out that cake and made you eat some carrots. But then again, you said you hadn't been getting out of the house. Now you've done it.
Peter, no one is to really blame here.
I saw the signs. I ignored it. He was not the same these last few days. He was weaker than usual. I just ignored it.
Well, Peter, we all do the best that we can. I mean, okay, listen. When Walt's walking around his house, we can't hover over him every second. He's 89 years old. When he sleeps, we don't keep our ears to his chest. What about when he eats his cake? Do you chew it for him first? Of course not. What?
I was just thinking about you walking around chewing Walt's cake for him and feeding it back to him like a big bird. The whole idea was awfully funny.
Oh my gosh. Could you be serious? I'm trying to be serious, and honestly, I'm trying to console you. And all you can do is make bird jokes?
I know, you're right. You can try and try, but there's only so much you can do. Yesterday you told me that you told him stories. I don't know, I felt left out. You showed me the book that you gave him, and I realized I could have been maybe less of a buddy and more of a friend.
Peter. Oh my gosh, if you weren't his friend, you wouldn't be here right now. Obviously, he's more than just a job to you.
Oh.
Hey!
Walter!
You know what? You know what you guys sound like? A soap opera. I hate soap operas.
Oh. You're awake, thank goodness, Walter.
Where's Alex? I need to know where Alex is.
Well, we don't know what's happened to him yet, but well, how are you feeling?
Well, I feel terrible, but that probably doesn't surprise you.
Walt, you got that? There you go.
Yeah. Well, but I need to know how Alex is. He's my only son. I mean, I remember it was raining and there was a phone call and Alex was in an accident right here in Seekonk. Where am I? And where's my Buick? I need to find my son and I need to get my car and my son.
Oh, whoa, Walter!
No,
Walter, no.
Walt.
Listen, Dominique's trying to find out what happened to Alex, but right now you need to stay calm. You've been through a lot.
Also, Walt, Alex sold the Buick 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What? Sold it? That son of a... I'm gonna get that car back when I get out of here. I can still drive, you know. I drove myself here.
Walter, you came here in an ambulance. You collapsed. You've been out for hours.
No, that's not possible. Can I go home? I want to go home. I need to go home.
We have a bunch of your photos, and I found your atlas,
I brought cake.
and I have brandy.
Pete has brandy. Wait, what? What's up with the brandy?
It's the special brandy, you know, the special brandy. Besides, it's like prune juice. It keeps things regular.
So who's gonna give me that brandy?
Holy crap!
Look who's awakened from his slumber.
I was gone like 5 minutes! You know, I think you might be avoiding me, Mr. Welker. I asked the nurse's station about your son, Alex. They said that he was in a freak accident, just a broken arm, he'll be okay. He totaled the rental car. I mean, a truck was parked on the side of the road, must not have had his parking brake on because it slammed right into him. He never saw it coming.
You know, I am starting to remember something. That same thing happened to me in WW2. Freak accidents run in my family. You know something else? I could really use that brandy now. And cake. Do we have cake here?
Cake and brandy. You're a regular Marie Antoinette.
Walter, listen, you just got to the hospital and you collapsed for hours. I don't think it's a good time to be downing booze and pastries.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm almost 81 years old, so don't give me any guff.
Almost 90.
I'll go see if it's okay for Mr. Welker to have food now.
Dominique.
Mr. Welker! You remembered my name! Wow!
I don't expect to be here too much longer, but so while you're going out, could you stop by my house? I need you to get some things. You can still drive. You can drive, right?
Okay, Mr. Welker. I'll make you a deal. I'll drive to your house, get what you want, drive back, climb up the 7 flights of stairs, and put it in your lap, and then I'm going home. Deal?
No deal.
Come on, Walt. She's probably been up almost 2 days now.
Two requests. First, when you come back here, you stay 15 minutes tops. I have something important to show you.
After she collapses coming up the stairs. Walt, what's the second request?
Okay, you may need to take some notes on this, but on my bookshelf there's a small wooden box. It's about 10 or 12 inches big. Just bring that to, don't look inside it, but just bring that to me and I'll be one happy man.
Okay. Is that all?
That ought to do it.
Okay. You know, I really hope every shift isn't like this, Mr. Welker, because if that's the case, I'm not going to make it out of college.
You know, Walt, I'm really impressed that you remembered that. And her name as well.
Well, I have my moments, but the letters on her ID bracelet were plain as day. DOMINIQUE. Much larger than those godforsaken tags you babysitters wear. And can I get that cake now? And where the heck am I?
Well, Dominique was going to go find out about your prognosis, but now that you sent her back to your place, she'll probably be gone for days.
What? Days? How far is this place from my house?
No, Walter, we're probably about 15 minutes from your house, tops. Peter, you, shut up.
This is just another time when I could really use my atlas.
Well, an atlas would show you the entire state of Massachusetts. What you really need is a map. Well, I found your atlas when I went to move my car yesterday.
My atlas! Oh,
When I went to move my car yesterday, I found it on a utility shelf in your garage. Now, who would put an atlas in a garage? I don't know. But his initials are WW, and he likes to put things down in strange places and then forgets where he puts them.
I never used to forget things.
Hey, that's what buddies are for. That's what friends do.
You guys know how old this atlas is?
200 years.
Does anybody know where my glasses are?
Oh, Walter, they're on your head. There you go.
Oh, thank you. No, wait, these aren't my glasses. I can't see anything through them.
Walter, I went with you to the eye doctor to get those glasses. I know they're yours.
I don't remember that. I'm telling both of you, these are not my glasses.
Walter, your name is printed right on there. There's in tiny letters, but I can still read it. W-A-L-T-E.
All right. But they're
Hard.
terrible. And I can't see a thing through them. But if I could, I would tell you this atlas was copyrighted in 1955.
Oh, well, I think that makes it an antique.
And I also think those means you really are your glasses.
Did you give me that brandy yet?
You know what? Until we hear otherwise from Dominique, you'll have water. Peter, get some water.
Well, that's a shame, but I'll take it. You know, your bedside manner's pretty lousy.
Whose?
I'm looking at her. I liked it better when you would just tell me stories.
Well, for your own good.
Guys, can you excuse me for a minute? I just need to make a quick phone call.
So, Walt, it looks like it's just you and me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So, you want to hear about my dad's prostate?
You know that one girl who could look stuff up on her phone thing? Can yours do that?
Sure. What do you want to know?
I want to know the value of my 1955 Massachusetts Atlas.
Walt, it's just...
Yeah, just do me a favor, would you, pal?
Okay. Well, Walt, I got a lot of useless information about atlases.
Well, how about looking up my house?
Well, I thought there was nothing an atlas couldn't do.
No, it's not that.
All right, pal, what do you want to know?
Nothing. Just look it up.
Why?
Just look it up. I want to know what it's worth.
Walt, you're going to be just fine.
I've never spent a day in the hospital in my life.
What about during the war when you met your wife?
That was just the infirmary, and it was only for a couple hours.
Well, maybe you're afraid. Well, so am I. I mean, I feel like a fish out of water here. I mean, look around you. White sheets, sterile swabs, spiffy clean stuff everywhere. We bachelors, we don't fit in because we're disgusting.
Good morning.
Alex!
How are you, Father? These are fairly unfortunate circumstances, aren't they? I got up here as quickly as I could.
How are you? Is your arm bad?
Rental car, 5-speed Volkswagen. I should have known better. The nurse's station told me where to find you.
Well, I don't think a doctor's been up to see me yet, but look at me. There's nothing here I can't get at home. Maybe you could look into busting me out of here?
Well, that's part of the reason why I came to town, Dad. What exactly are my father's other caregivers?
Well, your dad sent him out to get a few things.
If you don't mind, my father and I are going to need a few minutes to ourselves.
Sure.
It's really great to see you, Alex. Yeah, this reminds me of that time right before I knew your mother was the one for me. I took a wrong turn and I busted up my arm and I drove all the way back to camp to see her. When I saw her, I knew everything was going to be better. This is just like that, isn't it, Alex? Did I ever tell you that story?
How is this just like that, Dad?
Well, you hurt your arm and you came here and we're family and when I go home, everything will be better.
Dad, I talked to your doctors.
Oh, good. Hopefully you told them how tough I am, like a stiff slug of scotch. So just tell them I had a dizzy spell and I can go home.
Dad, I know how tough you are. Believe me, nobody knows that better than I do. But all of that was a long time ago. You're not 30 years old anymore.
But I'll rebound. It'll take 2 or 3 days, but I always rebound. And I'll be pushing that wheelchair out of here, not in it. You know, and how about that time that we were throwing the Frisbee around at home and it went up on the roof and I climbed up to get it and on my way down the ladder fell right out from underneath me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I grabbed onto the gutter and half pulled it off, but I got down and I got the Frisbee and I was sore after that, but I did what I had to do.
After that, I bet we spent a fortune getting the gutter fixed.
I don't remember that part, but it was worth it.
Dad, how was it worth it if you ended up tearing the gutter off the house?
Memories, Alex, memories. In my house, our house.
Dad, didn't have a spell this time, you know? You collapsed. You were unconscious. It's not the same thing.
But everything will be better when I go home.
Dad, you're not going home. I'm in the process of putting your house on the market, and we're just gonna test the waters. But it's getting to be too big of a chore for you, Dad. Look, I know you don't want to leave the house. I know how much that house means to you, and I can see these friendships you've developed with all of your helpers. I don't like it, Dad. I don't like it because I feel like I'm being a bad guy here. But we've got to focus on what's in your best interests. Besides, we've got bigger matters at hand, Dad. Do you know what the doctors told me? The reason why you collapsed? They're not exactly sure, but Dad, they think it's a tumor.
No, that's not right.
Dad, they checked you out last night while you were still unconscious. They ran a bunch of tests before I could get up here to see you. We think it's somewhere around your lungs, Dad. They wanted me to be the one to tell you. I hope they're wrong.
So, this is it for me.
No, Dad. This is not it. I know you better than that, Dad. You're gonna fight this. I mean, look, I talked to the doctors. They told me there are no definites here, but you can get treatment for this, and you've got a really good chance of beating it.
Well, I guess I'm shocked. Like the kids say, this really spits the big one. But I'm really glad you're here, Alex. And I have two questions. Who would want to buy my house? And does this mean I have to give up my cognac and cake?
Group man hug! It's all good! Nothing weird about it! We're all comfortable with it!
Oh my goodness, Walter. Oh, I heard. Oh, I didn't know what to do. I've been pacing up and down the halls. I think security almost threw me out. You're gonna be fine, Walter. You're gonna fight this. Oh, Alex, it's been years. I'm Emily. I suppose this isn't the best time to ask, but how's your arm?
You know, to be fair to all, this is nice, but I'm having trouble breathing.
Oh,
My arm, thank you for your concern, is just a little sprained.
somehow I feel like this is all my fault.
Oh, your fault? No, it's okay. It's true. Dad's in a very serious state, but he's a tough guy.
But whatever you have in that bottle there sure could improve things, honey.
Yeah. Here you go, Walter. Help yourself.
What is it?
Sparkling water. Drink up, Walter.
You know, I'm looking around this room, and I see how much my dad means to you folks. I mean, he's only been here for a few hours, and it practically looks like you've moved him in.
Well, you know, we've known your dad for so long. He's like family to us.
Not to sound too mushy, but Walt has always treated me with dignity and respect. And he's a veteran. He's a great innovator. And even though he usually doesn't remember my name, I try not to hold that against him.
Every week when I come and see your father, I try to bring him some of his favorite foods, and sometimes I even bake right there at the house.
What? I give up. I can't win. Emily, you baked those cakes? Those cakes were delicious. And if there were such a thing, you'd be caregiver of the year. I swear.
Aw, thank you. Well, I owe it all to Walt's sizzling 1953 oven. Right, Walter? But now I know why those cakes disappear so quickly. Those were for Walter, not you.
I didn't eat them. I ate all of them. Only when Walt was napping.
All right, folks, I mean, you brought so many different items from Dad's house. I really don't think right now he's concerned with desserts.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and argue with you. I'm actually going to sit, because I'm exhausted.
Well, you might as well, because I'm not going anywhere soon. I got a tumor, and Alex is doing away with my house. I'm losing at every angle. Can I get that cake, for God's sakes?
Dio mio, what is going on here?
Oh,
I can't believe this.
there's no problem. Certainly not now.
Oh, I saw you what? 5 or 6 hours ago? And you were healthy as a mule. Oh, my daughter, she brings you delicious food, and this is how you repay me. Dominique, how could you let this happen?
Mom, will you stop?
Why?
It's all right. She can have her way with me.
See?
All right, folks, I'm not going to lie to you. My father's house is going on the market. And I get it. I am not going to be a popular guy for making that decision. I was planning to sell his house even before he fell prey to this current sickness.
Sickness.
Look, I love my dad. If there was any way for me to keep him in his house, together with the rest of you, I would do it. But the fact of the matter is, things have changed. I don't like it any more than you do. But Dad's savings are dwindling. I need to focus on what's in his best interests. I've got to focus on his health, his future. And I just don't see any other option. I'm sorry. Are you a friend of my father's?
She was just leaving.
Come on, Mom.
Thank you for your help. But Mr. Welker needs his rest, and you are trying my patience.
Her bedside manner is incredible.
Dominique, you need to call me because I need to know what's happening here. And I want my Sleepless Beauty home in 1 hour.
I had my mom drive me to your house because I was afraid I'd fall asleep and drive right into the Providence River.
Dad, if you need anything else from your house, you should just tell me. I will go get it.
I don't want to put you out, Alex,
You won't be putting me out.
but you have a broken arm.
I can manage.
You smashed up your car, didn't you?
I'm gonna get another rental car, Dad.
Driving with one arm, I don't think so.
Dad, I'm a big boy.
Well, and you're still a boy to me, and I'm still mad at you.
Mom, over what? Your house?
The house, the car, and when you were a little boy, you were a pain, and you're being a pain now. And then you moved 2,000 miles away from me to work for a pet store. A pet store!
Dad, it's not a pet store. I didn't move all the way to Ohio to, play with puppies and hamsters. You make it sound like I deliberately distanced myself from you.
Well, you said it. Can I get my cake now?
I don't know what to say to you. Some things never change. No, you always act like I'm the cause of all the problems. Do you know what, Dad? You were in the hospital. Do you know why? Because you collapsed? You were unconscious? I suppose you want to blame me for that, too.
Well, I could. I'm sleepy.
Oh, Dad, no. Knock it off with that routine.
I said I wanted to take a nap. Just turn out the lights.
Dad, I know you're not sleepy. I know that tone of voice very well. You're just trying to shut me out. And you're being rather immature.
You do that again, and you're gonna need a cast on both your arms.
Whoa, boy, whoa, boy, whoa, boy.
All right. So you're sick. But you're gonna fight this, Dad, and I'm gonna help you because that's what friends and family do. It's what I intend to do. I'm gonna go see about getting that replacement car. Then I'll be back. And pull that bed sheet off of your head while I'm gone, because I can't help you with 2 broken arms.
Well, I guess a game of Yahtzee's out of the question now.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, I can't suppress my feelings. The thought of Walter being sick and losing his house? I'm shocked. Walter, how do you feel about this? Walter?
Well, I'm not really much for feelings, but would it surprise you that I'm scared? I don't want to lose my house. I practically built that house. Heidi and I put on an addition right before Alex was born. I remember that was the year that John F. Kennedy was gunned down. And it was a great year for us, but a horrible year for others. You know, and we used to have a pool for a while. Alex used to bring his friends over every week in the summer.
I never knew you had a pool.
Yeah, Alex liked it, but he would never help clean the thing. So when he went away to college, we tore it down. But you know, that house has a really big cellar. It's been a long time since I've been down there. I think Heidi wanted me to go down there and build stuff, I don't know. But it was damp and dark, and it reminded me of the camp in Germany, and I really couldn't stand it. But you know, it must have been about 1967, I bought a station wagon, a gold Pontiac. It was a gigantic car, it could fit like 20 people in it. And I drove it home and pulled it into the garage, and wham!
Wham? Wham what?
What do you think, wham? I accidentally bashed it right into the back wall of the garage.
And you were mad at Alex for taking away your driver's license?
It wasn't my fault. The grills on those cars were enormous. Had a bumper on the front like an eagle's beak. I'd flatten that beak out, I can tell you.
All right, Walter?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, can you find other stuff on that phone thing of yours?
Yeah, I can find just about anything. What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, see if you can give me some scrubs and a stethoscope so I can sneak out of here.
Walter, you're not sneaking anywhere. The staff would see you scooting around on this gurney and they'd stop you.
I can still walk.
Let me see. You can get a decent cane for about $40.
I don't need a cane. Canes are for old guys. What I want to know is, what's the value of my house? If Alex is going to sell it, I want to know.
Shoot. My phone's about to die. I'm gonna go ask the nurse's station and see if I can charge it up in the room.
If you don't mind, I'd like to join you. I want to check on Walt's prognosis. Be the soldier and eat that cake.
You know that book you gave me, the one by that author?
Oh, the Nietzsche book.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I didn't read it.
I kind of wondered.
But I want you to know I almost did. It was really a nice gesture. I thought I'd have lots of time to thumb through it, but maybe not now. If I don't make it back to the house, I want you to have it back.
Walter, that was a gift. It wasn't meant to be given back to me.
Do me a favor. Answer, if I ask you a question, will you give me a straight answer?
What do you mean?
I mean, I have a straightforward question, and I want a straightforward answer.
Okay, Walter, I'm one of the most straightforward people you know.
That's possible.
I mean, if you don't mind me saying, I've seen you in some of your most compromised moments. You know, your fits, and your showers, and your naps. Oh boy, those naps, they are an adventure. Did you know? Did you know that you sleep with one hand in your mouth and the other down your pants? Anyways, I think you can share just about anything with me.
Do you think this is it for me?
What? Walter?
I mean, do you think this is it for me?
I don't know how to answer that.
I thought you said you'd give me a straight answer.
Okay, but that is a terrible question.
So what's the verdict? And don't get all philosophical on me like those Nietzsche books. Give me a straight answer.
Well, just the mere fact that you're asking me this tells me the answer.
Now you're getting all cagey like a little tiger hiding in the bushes. Why won't anybody level with me?
No.
So it's curtains for me.
No, that's not it. Listen, you might be sort of argumentative sometimes, and you probably eat too much cake, and you're getting a little funny with your decision making. But one thing's for sure, Walter, you're not a quitter. You're not ready to leave us, not yet.
Well, that's a shame. If you'd said yes, I had gifts for all of you.
Well, now I don't know whether to be happy or sad.
I knew it. We checked it out, we looked it up, and Harrison Ford had no major roles before Star Wars. Ha! I win.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday you said Harrison Ford had a major role in a big picture before Star Wars. He did not. Ha! Sweet victory for me.
Wait! There appears to have been a role in something called The Conversation? Nominated for 3 Oscars, starred Gene Hackman? I don't know who Gene Hackman is, but maybe Emily was right. Seems legit.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. No, Dominique, you must return this phone because it's clearly stupid.
Do need to charge it.
Peter, did you talk to any of the staff yet?
Yeah, they said they couldn't tell us anything because we're not family. But they did say they would come in and pick up Walter in about 15 minutes.
Well, Dominique, it sounds like you can finally go home.
No, you can't leave.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
I have something important to show you. That box that you brought from my house. Can you bring it to me? Why, I haven't opened this in a long time. I hope everything is still in there. In a lot of ways, this contains so much of what my life stood for and still stands for.
Walt, you're playing this up like Aladdin's gonna pop out of there or something.
These are my World War II medals. 1945, just after the Allied troops pulled all the forces out. This one is my victory medal, and the other one,
That's a Purple Heart medal.
yeah, they gave that to wounded warriors. I bashed up my arm driving a military truck. It was my own damn fault.
You know, I always wondered what was in this box. It sat on your bookshelf for as long as I can remember. You must be very proud, Walter.
I am. I'm also very lucky to have made it back.
Those are beautiful. I hope you're not planning on giving those to us, because that's not going to happen.
You know, over these last 3 hours, I've really learned something. A person can get old, but it doesn't make them less of a person. I know I can't always remember your names, but I know you guys give a damn about me. Heidi would be proud.
Well, maybe you can tell that to your son, too?
Yeah, I will, later. Hey, Paul.
The name's Pete.
Yeah, here's the tricky part. You got a pocket knife?
A knife?
Will a fork do?
I guess it'll have to. Here. Can you pry at this? It's got a false bottom.
A false bottom? Walt, this better not be one of your games. Does this have anything to do with me breaking your gutters yesterday?
I don't remember my gutters being broken.
Forget what I just said. Walt, Are you sure about this?
It's been a long time.
How long exactly?
You're asking me a question like that? A long time. I told you it's tricky.
Gee. I hope there's nothing fragile in here. I hear something. I think I broke it. Can I use my teeth?
Here, it needs a little elbow grease.
Oh, Walter, are you sure? Are you sure that's how you open it?
I know that's how I break my cake fork.
Let me try.
I'll bet you Walt's dentures you can't open it.
Ew. They're coming for him in a few minutes. I want to get this open for him.
Mr. Welker, are you sure this can't wait till later?
You know what? There's a small button. If you don't look close, you'll miss it. See it there on the inside.
Yep. Walter, I want you to have the honors.
Wow. They're still in here. And all 4 of them are intact. Do you guys know what this is?
No, Walt, because you haven't taken anything out of the bag yet.
Now, just saying, this is pretty old.
But what is it?
These are my 4 prototype flying discs. All 4 of them.
I don't know why I was expecting a genie.
This, I had these made for me. This was my invention. This was my claim to fame. This is my Walter Gate.
Huh. Really, Walt? I always thought you were full of it. Those things gotta be what, 60 years old? Plastic doesn't hold up those well. They should have crumbled in your hands.
Not if you mold them right and store them correctly. These have been in this box away from air and light all this time.
And you haven't taken them out all these years?
Well, you're testing my memory now, but nope, they've been in here the whole time.
You know what, we better just put these back in the box. I mean, if what Walt says is true, then they're very valuable to him, and they might even be worth money.
That's why I had you bring them to me. Hey, can you look up the value of my antiques on your phone there, Nina?
It's Dominique.
You're not wearing your name tag.
Oh, touche. I left my tag in the car. Hang on a sec.
I'll get you some water.
No, don't worry about it.
Walter, maybe we should give you some space. There's a lot going on.
Don't try to fool an old fart. Outside of Alex, there's nobody else I'd rather have here with me now.
I've got it. Flying disc prototypes. Early versions for the company's in-house display. There's no mention of you, Mr. Welker.
There wouldn't be. The corporation gets the trademark. The inventor gets some accolades, not much else.
I'm looking at some other toys from that era and on some buy and sell websites. Okay, let's consider these to be in mint condition even though they've been sitting in a box for 60 years. All right, I've got a figure. Are you guys ready?
Damn it, I know I am.
Okay, now give or take a few dollars, and this is just a guesstimate. They're invaluable.
Hey, there you go. That's not bad. What? What does that even mean?
Well, it means it's really up to the buyer. I mean, if someone really wants them, they'll pay top dollar.
I'm sorry, little lady, but that's just a pile of garbage.
Well, Walter, they're still valuable, and they're safe and sound in this bag.
I want you to have them. Go ahead, take them.
No.
No, why do you think I had you bring them to me? I'm not going to use them. We'll save one for Alex. He was never the sentimental type, but you can toss them around if you want, but I recommend just selling them.
Walt, that's...
I insist. It's for all the service you've done for me all this time.
but I just started last night.
I forgive you. I remember this cruise that Heidi and I went on. I brought a flying disc. I thought it would be fun. If you've ever been on a cruise, they're great. You gotta see the world, even if the world is mostly ocean, but don't bring a flying disc. It was a really bad idea.
You know, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Just think, the four of us on a cruise together. Walter, when you get out of here, we'll do it. We'll go on a cruise.
Yeah. You know what? I think I need some space. I think you guys need to go. Take those with you. Don't fight me on that. But where is Alex? Anyways, I thought he went to get me some brandy.
Mr. Walter Welker, staff will be in to transport you to radiation in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Well, Dominique, for what must be the 50th time, I think you should go home now. You probably have classes today.
I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I know the feeling.
Are you gonna keep them? The gift, I mean?
I'll be honest with you. He'll be pretty mad if we don't.
I'll take your word for that.
But if I know Walt, in about 3 days, he'll say, Phil, whatever happened to the box with the secret stuff that you guys aren't supposed to know about? And I'll say, Walt, you wanted us to have them as gifts. And he'll say, yeah, that's what I said. And in my opinion, it would be in everybody's best interest to just take them.
Okay, well,
But just hang on to it.
can you hang on to mine for now, though?
Sure.
My mom's waiting for me in the lobby.
See. You know what, Emily? I gotta be honest with you. I got a confession.
What's that?
I don't know where Walt would be without you. I'm serious. I only just met you, 12 hours ago, and I can tell you know Walt inside and out. When I read the client notes, I remember thinking that she really knows her stuff. And she's so by the book.
And I have great penmanship.
Yeah, you have great penmanship. But most of all, you're a great friend to Walt.
Well, thank you for saying that, Peter. I won't forget that.
Folks, thank you again for all your assistance, but we gotta get my dad ready to go now. All right, Dad, you ready? Come to take you away.
Yeah, no, I didn't come up with that.
See you soon, Walter.
Oh, Alex. Your dad wanted you to have this. It's one of his prototypes. He made me promise that you'd get one.
Yeah, I recognize this. Well, thank you, but I really do have to be going. I'll be in touch soon.
Thanks.
You know, I honestly don't know what my dad would have done without you folks. Honestly.
Thanks for saying that. Hope your arm feels better soon. You know what, Emily? I have a really strange feeling.
What is it?
It may sound silly, but years ago, when I was a kid, my older sister came to me and said that she was leaving home because she was in love and getting married. I suddenly felt so alone. And even though I knew that things really hadn't changed all that much, and I'd see her again. It really broke my heart when she walked out that door. Kind of like I'd lost her. I feel the same way now.
I know what you mean. Walt's been like a big brother to me, too.
He'll be all right, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. I guess we should go.
Come on, let's go. Don't forget your gift from Walt.
Oh, well, you can't keep mine for now. I'll get it from you sometime.
Sometime,
Oh, yeah.
maybe we should book that cruise. What do you think?
Sometime? Oh, you are sneaky. Sweet, but sneaky.
Oh, come on, Walt will be with us.
I'll tell you what. If Walt can't make it, we'll bring cake.
He can. Wait, cake. Wait. Is that yes? Yeah, we'll bring cake. And Nitschke books. Thanks, Walt.